Alright guys, welcome back to Hawksy Fishing. I'm out here today trout fishing, but I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. I'm going to do a bit of a lure challenge. I've brought with me 25 different lures. The aim is to catch a trout on every one of them. I'm going to start off with what's become one of my favorites here, the jointed DR minnow. And then from there, it's just going to be every time I catch a fish on a lure, I'm going to change lures, put something new on. I've got 25 different lures to get through, so hopefully I can get through all of them. If you want to catch more content, make sure you subscribe to the channel below, and let's get cracking. So cold, so cold. Oh, come on bud, come on. Yep, there we go, first fish for the trip. Get down here. Watched him chase that out of there. He was sitting in that little back eddy. Oh, he's brown, I think. Oh, can you get down here? Oh, he's got the hooks out. There we are. Nice wee brown to get things kicked off. Lure number one. He's away. Give you guys a bit of a look at what's to come here. Got a few lures in there. Anyway, I'm going to move on from one of my favourites to another. Swap out the Daiwa DR minnow for the Daiwa Wise Minnow 50. Go with this nice natural colour here. You see there I've got a few colours in each lure. Just going to see what's working for me. Of course, a different colour doesn't count as a different lure. Yep. Ooh, bit of air. Where'd he go? Oh, hook's pulled. Nearly had number two. Yep. That's a good sized brown. Not a bad sized fish at all. Oh, he has inhaled that. Oh. This is going to be fun to get out. Oh, got it. Wasn't too hard at all. There we go. Nice size brown that ate the wise minnow. Let's slip him back in here. Go for a different profile. Go on two minnows. Let's go a little crankbait. There we go. We moved on to the Presso Rolling Crank Junior. Got in. Got a bit nuts. There we go. Come on. Phew. Rolling crank kicked off, and the first rainbow for today. I was expecting them all to be rainbows in here, so a bit of a surprise. There he is on the rolling crank. On to lure number 4. Gonna go with a plastic this time. This is a jiggle fishing paddle grub that I've cut down a little bit just to get the profile down a wee bit.
They probably still would have eaten the full one. It's just a confidence thing for me. Oh yeah. Don't usually come up this way. That looks nice. Got him. There we go. Didn't take long at all for the jiggle grub. Alright, on to something different. This one isn't available in Australia. It is a Daiwa Silver Creek minnow, I believe, from Japan. Very skinny, look at that. And looking at it and feeling it, I'd say it's a very fast sinking lure. So I don't usually fish this style, so we'll see how we go. Yep. Oh, didn't get the hook up. Jeez, this thing has a really nice act. Oh, as I was saying, this thing has a really nice action. Got him. He's getting deep in there. There we go. Silver Creek is ticked off. That's the little guy who was kind enough to do it for me. Time to go something big. No, other tray here. Going something pretty big here. 66mm Bass Day Mogul Minnow Dart. Pretty fat profile, very loud colour, and a pretty chunky rattle on it too. So we'll see how they react to that in here. He followed it right out. Oh, he's on! He grabbed it at my feet. What the heck just happened? Most determined to get at the lure goes to this guy. Chased it right through. Might get him in the net, actually. There we go, landed. I thought this lure was going to give me a bit of strike. It's like twice as big as what I usually throw in here, pretty much. But this guy nailed it, even when it wasn't swimming. Off he goes. So, what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted by having to actually land that fish was he chased it down out of that pool there, through here into here, and my lure wasn't really swimming right. And I accidentally wound it right up to the rod tip and had my rod tip under the water. And he ate the lure sitting there just flashing in the current on my rod tip, just here. That was incredible. I've never had a fish eat a lure that's like literally that clip was hard against my guide. Anyway, that is the Mogul minnow done. So I'm going to go from bigger than I usually use to smaller with a micro spoon up next. See how it goes. I've never fished a micro spoon, and it's got a barbless single on it. I'll show you guys in a sec. There's that little micro spoon. It is a NOA 1.8 gram in a green speckly colour. I don't know. It's got that barbless single on the back, so it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Oh, he chased it out. There's one in there. On. Oh. wee little guy. Where's my net? Where's my net? Where's my net? In the net. There he is, with that little spoon hanging out of his gob. Real small fish. From one lure that came rigged with barbless singles to another. This one is a Daiwa Presso double clutch F1 tuned by HMKL. It's a bit of a mouthful of a name, but from what I can understand, it's a really small double clutch, 45mm long, comes rigged with these barbless singles, and the tuned by HMKL means it floats like that, which is why it's got that F1 in there as well. It's not talking about the cars. Landed him. Baby. Absolute baby. Oh, he's just popped the hook out. Smallest for the day, I reckon. Get them away just in here. On to another slightly deeper diving lure. The Baste Sugar Slim, I think it's called. Yeah, Sugar Minnow Slim. I think it's like 55mm or thereabouts. On. Where is it? Straight down. Oh, we might have it turn up here. Got him. This little guy ate the Sugar Slim. Duo Spearhead Wayuki, the 45mm sinking model. On. Little brown. Not expecting him out of here. There he is. Smashed that Ryuki there. Alright, time for a lure I have been excited about since I got it. Etocraft Imishi 50S. Really interesting looking lure. Haven't swum it before. Hopefully it swims the way I like it. I could find absolutely zero information on this except for a spot to buy it. Oh, lovely action. Got him. Whew. There we go. Time for one of the classics, a Rapala. I think this is a CD5. Alright, it is nearly 1 o'clock now. I've got through 11 of my lures. The water I'm fishing now has stopped being what I like it to be. So I'm going to head back to the car and pull up and try a new river, try and tick off those last 14 lures I think it is. Anyway, let's get to it. Alright, spot number 2. Taken a bit of a risk and hiked it into somewhere I've never fished before. So hopefully it pays off and there's good fish to be found. On. TD5 belted by a little guy. There we go, first fish at this new spot. Seeing as that guy was happy to hit such a large profile lure, I think I'm going to go with another large profile lure. I think this is a Daiwa Presso minnow or a TD minnow. Based on the colour, I think it's a TD. Yeah, TD minnow. Very, very similar lures. Oh. One chase that. Got him. Oh, that's what's going on. Ambitious little rainbow. Got a Mepps bug spinner in a brown kind of colour. Yep. Spinner TikTok. There we go. This is one that took the Mepps bug spinner. Daiwa Yoguri 4F. This guy was the lure of the season for me 3 seasons ago. Not actually designed for trout, designed for like little rockfish and that sort of thing, I believe. But it certainly does a great job on trout, so that's what I use them for. Oh, yep. Saw a bow wave on it just before that take. Little brown. There he is there. Nice and silver brown. And away it goes to hide in a little rock. It is the Spearhead Ryuki 50mm suspending model. First thing I noticed about these guys when I pick them up, the 50mm model, is unlike the sinking, they're very fat through the body. Got him. Oh no! He bumped it quite a few times there. Got it. And he's in the net, so it's confirmed. Nice healthy brown that ate the what is it? Spearhead Ryuki. That's an XR4, 40mm long extra. Change the trebles over. Usually they come with a back treble that is dressed. I think these are actually Daiwa Saxasas. I've taken off other lures. Quite like them for trout, but for brim or anything like that with a hard mouth, they're very prone to getting absolutely destroyed. Spot number 3, 9 lures left to go. Come on, come on, come on, come back, come back. Oh. Got him. Off the rod tip. just a baby. But gets the X-Wrap done. Mini brown that took the X-Wrap there. Gone with another spinner here. This time it is the Mepps Black Fury. Size 0, and I think that's a copper blade. There he is. Oh, pants. Oh, and the hooks just came out. There's the spinner. There's the trout. We've got the Little Nymph soft plastic here. That was a fish. Come on. Oh. Rapala F3 in brown trouts. 6 to go including the Rapala. Not to say that those Little Nymphs aren't a good lure, but I really struggled to get hooks into fish with it. I had a lot of fish commit, but I really didn't hook any. That last one there dropped out in the net as well. Yep. Oh, dropped. Silly. Yep. Didn't take long at all to get that Rapala eaten again. It was just back there. But I lost that rainbow. So that's fish number 20 and lure number 20. There we go. Alright, this is another one of my Japan goodies. It's a Daiwa DR minnow, but a sinking model in a colour that we don't get here in Australia as well. Got to be one in this area. Yep, got him. Oh, dropped him. There we go. Just got my challenge lures to go. Trout number 21. All 4 of the remaining lures are surface lures. So I grabbed a bunch of walkers, but it's going to be a Jackson T-pivot. There. Megabass Tiny Siglet. Oh, thank God that one in my net. Megabass Tiny Siglet. OSP Overreel. And this here, which is what I'm going to put on next. Atomic Shallow Crank 38. It's a wake bait. Oh! Oh, come on, come on. One had a swirl at it. Yep. Oh no, I'm counting that. OSP overreel. I'd say this is almost without a doubt the most expensive surface lure that's been run in a stream for trout before. Yep. Oh, dropped in. Alright, so that's me done. It's getting way too dark here.
Alright guys, that brings us to the end of the trout challenge. Managed to land fish on 21 of my 25 lures and hook up to a couple on the wake baits there, the OSP overreel and the Atomic Crank 38 shallow. I didn't manage to actually land any on them, despite saying I'd count one. I'm not going to. It was a really fun little challenge to fish, sort of forced me to try some new techniques and new lures. For the most part, I found I could sort of work out how to use them. The one lure that I really struggled with was that little soft plastic nymph. I was getting hits on it, I was just really struggling to set the hooks. I think I'd probably, if I was going to do it again, go with a lighter gauge jig head and also a lighter jig head just in general with the weight. Anyway, thank you for watching this one. It was a bit of a long video with a lot of fish caught and not much in between. And make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below, and I'll see you next time.